Good morning and welcome to another one. We are in Wales still. Check out last week's video and it'll explain where I am and what I was up to. I went up a mountain, it was pretty cool. This morning Mr. Rowe has come over, met up with us. Hello YouTube. What a surprise, he's here.
As a speaking part as well.
A speaking part, he's fully gaining it now. But yeah, we're here because Owen wants a particular photograph.
Isn't it a little bit different because I'm shooting
and
with just
it's almost like he feels like I'm stalling him to take him and to get it. And that feels like
15
rain.
months.
15 months is it taking me to get you here? Right, okay, doke. It just seems to be drizzling, so I might end up putting my waterproof on in a sec.
Weather conditions.
We are, if you can recognise that mountain behind me, we are on the opposite side of the road to Trafan. And we're heading up that way. So if you know where we are and you know the area, you probably know the photograph we're going to get. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to get hopefully just the one photograph. That's all I want to try and do. But it'll be a multiple exposure to get the one shot. It's atmospheric, it's really nice looking. We've got some lovely clouds over the top of the mountains. And yeah, that's the plan for this morning. So as I had a really big walk yesterday, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to walk up here and I'll talk to you when I'm a bit more settled. So we are having a 5-minute pit stop while Owen has a play with his little Osmo and does a bit of a panoramic sweepy thing. As you can see, we're up by the first bit of water. We've got a lovely river that runs down. This is an absolutely iconic place to take pictures with Trafan and Devil's Kitchen over the back there and Killinaldwyn. You know, this is beautiful. It's really stunning. You've got little waterfalls now cascading all the way down. You've got these lovely little waterfalls down here. You've got the river running through. Going up to that next one. Look at the light just breaking up there as well. But we want to get up roughly where the light is up there. There's a big ridge, a real classic photograph. It takes all of this in and it's really, really nice. So the plan is to get up there and then get that shot and come back down. I'll probably take a couple of snapshots while I'm going as well. I always do. It's a shame not to, but this is all about that one shot. And the light up there looks pretty good at the moment. Well, as you can see, I'm at one of the waterfalls now. I'm having a bit of a sit down because after yesterday, quite hard work. I've had the drone out today though, it's quite nice. My drone, not Nick's. But yeah, I think this waterfall is one we come to do. I think this is the one with the big cascade that drops off there. And you've got to get in position somewhere around here so you can get the waterfall in it. You get the nice cascade running down the hill, and then you get Trefan and Llyn Wall. You can see Llyn Wall right over there in the distance. So I think this is the one that we've come up to get. So I'm going to take the camera and have a bit of a look round, see where I can get the best position. There's not a lot of water. There's not a lot of water coming over it, but it's pretty good. And if this one doesn't work and it isn't the right one, once I've looked through the camera, we'll have to have a look a bit further up and see if we can find the other one. But I'm pretty sure this is it. So bear with me, let's get some composition set up and I'll talk to you then. Doing something a little bit different, shooting with one camera. I've got the little GoPro down beside me as well, so you can see me on the GoPro while I'm working on the camera, and I've got my microphone facing towards me, so hopefully you should be able to hear me quite fine. It's quite a really, it's quite noisy down here with the water obviously rushing in front of me, but the camera's on live view now, so you can see down here I've got the lovely waterfall coming in from the bottom right hand side, and the waterfall's leading you through, and you've got these nice little cascades coming down the top there as well. It's just a little bit hidden here. I might have to just move the camera just round slightly just so I can try and get this cascade a bit better. Now I know you've got bars on this video footage, but when I actually put the footage on, it's going to be a full screen, and my actual image, I've got the top of Trefan in. So I've kept Trefan over to this side because I like the fact that it sits on this side of the image. You've got Llyn there, and over in the distance there you've got Llyn Wall. So the cascades and lead you down, and the image just leads you all the way down through. It's quite a nice shot. You've got some lovely clouds up in the top there, so when I bracket, these clouds will go really, really dark. I should be able to show you that now. So I can pull you that down. You can see the clouds are going a bit darker there. So that's the plan, to try and get all this water. I'm going to put a 6-stopper on as well, and just to sort of make the water a bit softer and try and keep a little bit of the detail in the places I want, but get a bit of a flow as well. And the polarizer is going to help. So I'll try a few different things and then come back to you and show you the final decision I've made. Well, we're back on, and I've put the polarizer on the front now, so I'm just going to reach forward with the fingers and I'm just going to turn the polarizer to show you what it does. And this is where the magic happens. Now you can see now we've got all these light parts down here, and the water's quite light, and Llyn is quite light. So by turning the polarizer around, you can see that they certainly start to fade. Just about there they start to fade and they get darker. You can see on this part there where it gets darker, you can see Llyn getting darker, and you can see down here as well that it just darkens them down. So you might not want to go full dark, but definitely sort of you don't want it full light either. So by turning it round slightly, it just takes that sheen off it a little bit, and I think that makes it a nicer shot. So I'm going to focus on this rock here because that's where I want it nice and sharp. So we'll just focus on that. And then I'm going to probably focus about there, and then I'm going to move down and I'm going to focus somewhere around here to give the infinity. So I've got 3 focus points coming across the image, and that should give everything nice and sharp all the way through, because this is the one photo I want to take. I'm going to do this as a wide angle, so I've got the whole of this in on a wide angle. Then I'm going to change the other lens over, and I'm going to zoom in a bit more, and I'm going to do a stitch, and I'm going to actually go panoramic right across it. So I'll show you how I do that afterwards. But this is the first image. The first one is without the 6-stop on, and then I'm going to put the 6-stop on just to smooth the water out just a little bit. now I've got this cascade there, which I did say to you before, the rock on the side, it was just obscuring it. So now I've got this lovely little cascade there. I've got one coming down there, I've got one coming down there. This lovely flow coming through the bottom of the image, which is like a nice little S leading you through. And then we're going down to Ogwyn, Llyn Ogwyn. We've got Trafan, and then over in the distance we've got Devil's Kitchen and Llynidwal. So this is a lovely, lovely, lovely shot. This one I think is better than the last one. Again, I'm going to move the polarizer around just to see what we're doing with the polarizer. And you can see again it's making a bit of sheen on the top. So I think what this time I'm going to do, I'm going to take one with the sheen on it, and then I'm going to turn it around and take one without the sheen. That way I can sort of make this a bit darker and just increase the highlights in the places, especially down in this bottom corner that needs a little bit of something going on just here, rather than the darkness like this, which is too much. So I'm going to take one like this to take this part of the image in, and take one like about there to take this part of the image in, and then we'll darken it right down to get this part of the image in. We're at f8, and I've just noticed my ISO for whatever reason is, oh no, I'm on video aren't I, so I'll ignore that. f8 ISO 160, and we're going to shutter speed of about 1/5 of a second using the ND filters to make it work. Right, back onto video mode now. I've just taken a bracketed image, and what I've got now is, you can see the screen is now in a vertical orientation, and what I'm trying to do now is I'm shooting with a 16mm, and I'm shooting this rock. I'm then panning around. I'm going to shoot this section, I'm going to shoot this section, I'm going to shoot that section with Trafan in, and then I'm just going to go past Trafan so I can crop the image from somewhere around there all the way across and come round here. The idea of doing a pano is I can probably go a little bit lower, so I can tilt down a little bit lower so I can get Trafan just at the top of the image, just there. You can see Trafan's just at the top, and when I come round this way I've got a bit more water down here, but I've got this nice white flow now leading through there because I brought the camera up a little bit higher. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to shoot this shot. I'm waiting for the light though. I'm going to focus on this rock right on the edge of that rock there, and I'm at f11, a 1/5 of a second, and then the ISO can do what it wants to do, but it should be on 160, and we'll give the best we can on this. But we do need the light on this rock, and as we move around, want some light down here in the foreground, but the light over there is lovely. I can take a couple of images and have the light there, the light there, the light there, and just paint them back in afterwards. So that's the idea. Full sweep right across here, and then we will be done. Well, that's it. I think we're done. I think I've set out to achieve, or I think I've achieved what I set out to do. Owen's definitely got the picture he wanted to do. We're going to have another 5 minutes just having a bit of a mess around with the other cameras. I've got the GoPro with me, and I've got my drone with me, so I'm going to take a few little bits of shots just to show you where we are and what we're up to. Owen's just about to get his drone out as well. He's doing a nice drone dance. But yeah, fantastic shot. I've taken loads and loads of shots of different light in different places, different exposure on these rocks and stuff like that. So I'm going to stitch the picture, easy for me to say, I'm going to stitch the picture together, bracketed shots, so they're going to be 5 shots, each bracket all the way across. So I'm going to have to do a lot of work to get that image to work, but it should be a really nice image when it's finished. So yeah, all I can say is thank you for watching this. I hope you've got something out of it, and I thoroughly enjoyed this one again today because I've come up to a spot that I absolutely love. This area, this side of the lake, or the Llyn, sorry, this side of Ogwyn is absolutely stunning. The views are fantastic, and it's a beautiful, beautiful shot if you can get it right. We could do with maybe another day, have a nice sunrise, sunset colours and things like that, or even come up here and do some astro. But yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe, tell your friends and all that. You never know, they might get something out of it. I'm always doing something, I'm always up to something a bit different. Until next week, or till next time, ciao for now. Take it easy, enjoy this last image.